The shirts really sell it.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to God 101 with Joseph and Quinn. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't hide from it tonight. Don't begin to run.
Quinn, what's up, dude? How's it going, man?
Do I look directly at the camera or do I look at you?
I think look right here. Look at the logo instead of looking directly at the camera.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. This is my I think first time in Tampa.
Ever?
Yeah. I've been to Florida before.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now my favorite city.
Yeah.
Within the great state. FL.
Literally
Shout
the
out.
best. We went, we drank, we commiserated on how we lost the game.
Yeah.
Which is really fun.
We haven't stopped crying about it.
No. So Quinn is here in Tampa, and Quinn's favorite film of all time
is Toy Story 2. But my third favorite film is Kangaroo Jack.
Yes, and Quinn, somebody told me that you told me in the house that Kangaroo Jack was your favorite film as a strategy because you thought it would bond me to you closer.
Yes! I'm being so dead ass. I thought that you would appreciate that it was like a deep hole. And it's like a good movie too.
Right.
And so I was like, he's gonna hear Kangaroo Jack and be like, yo, this guy, he knows ball.
Right, and that's not what it made me think at all. It made me think like, oh, this guy has terrible taste in movies. And I thought maybe like, oh, you're just saying it because that's like a quirky, ironic answer.
Okay.
I didn't know who you were at that point. I didn't know that you genuinely love this film.
Yeah.
And to be fair to you, Quinn, I haven't watched it in so long that my memory of it is what the critics' memory of it was, which is this is the worst goddamn movie on planet Earth. But Quinn,
This is crazy. He didn't reveal these negative feelings before he got it. This is entrapment.
Yeah, but Quinn, when I got eliminated, I had to talk to Julie. You know what I mean? Which nobody wants to do, right?
I do.
But you got lucky enough to where you got to talk to one of your heroes,
Jerry O'Connell, Jer Bear.
Yes.
My brother in arms, defending the great Kangaroo Jack War.
Right. And now he loves you.
We're boys.
Yeah.
We're going on the Amazing Race together.
You guys text every day, FaceTime at least twice a day.
We just FaceTimed before this. We had to get permission, get the rights and everything, but
yeah.
Jerry said it was cool.
Yeah, Rebecca Romaine was in the background. She said, hey, Quinn, how's it going? It was really cute. Just kidding, that didn't happen. But anyway, so Quinn's in Tampa. So I decided, you know what? Maybe I should give Kangaroo Jack another chance. Yeah. Maybe I was wrong. Quinn, let's explain the plot of Kangaroo Jack to our viewers right now. So these two guys who they're hoodlums, I would say, criminals. At
the peak of the early 2000s, like Code Red Mountain Dew has just come out.
Right, which Quinn drank some.
In honor. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But these guys are fueled and focused, committing crimes, all right? Mm-hmm. And Charlie, he is a hairdresser, and we did want to give props. They don't throw a lot of weirdly homophobic stones.
Right, yes.
At the fact that
there was a homophobic joke at the end.
At the end, they made it so long. Like, I'm not kidding. We made it deep in the movie where we were like, hey, we're going to get out of this thing alive.
Hold on a second. We're having a very intimate, non-gay moment.
How crazy is it that you get eliminated from Big Brother, and then your first person you talk to is one of the main characters of one of your favorite movies, who also is a huge Big Brother fan?
So behind the scenes is the day of, the vibes are weird. And the TV turns on, and I see Jerry O'Connell. Oh my God. Like, I couldn't believe it. And here's the thing. I was like 60-40 going home.
Right.
I was hoping not. But
right.
I was in my head, I was like, I'm about to meet Jerry fucking O'Connell.
Unlike me, I was like, I'm staying.
You should, all right? What the heck? Mackenzie, Chelsea, how can you do this to my friend? It just always comes back to that. How could you?
I sadly vote to evict Joseph.
Anyway.
Yeah, so it was mind-blowing. The first person that I have, like, outside contact with on the earth. I didn't buy that he was a Big Brother fan. And so, in between commercial break, I walk up to him, we shake hands, I go, do you really watch the show? You can be real with me. And he looks at me like I just punched his firstborn in the face and goes, yeah, watch. And he goes, my fault. And then what sold it is I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do after this. This sucks. And he goes, you got a whole world of Big Brother podcasts to look forward to. And I'm like, he's in these streets.
No, he's been on Rob Has a Podcast.
Yeah.
Like, he's about that life. So, yeah.
Massive in person, by the way. He's huge.
There's a scene in Kangaroo Jack where a little suspension of disbelief, Anthony Anderson's character falls off the side of a cliff.
Lewis.
Thank you.
The fact I know it.
Got it unlocked.
It's now or never, Lewis. Let me out! Lewis, you have really got to come back on the pie. Don't you let me go, Charlie. Don't you let me go. All right, go.
Yeah, Lewis is holding on to the end of the... And then Charlie, Jerry O'Connell's character, is holding on to the other end of it. And I'm looking at Quinn and I'm like, all right, it kind of lost me here. But you told me that you think Jerry O'Connell could do it.
He's a strong guy. He's massive.
Yes.
It's crazy. He's bigger now, which is insane.
Yeah.
But even back then, I know for a fact he could have one arm pulled him back up.
Yeah. So the movie stars Jerry O'Connell, Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson is just on money. Like throughout this whole movie, like every line he has is gold. Like honestly, kind of carries the movie in my opinion with his performance.
Steph Curry meet Golden State Warriors. Everything he is delivering is landing. Okay, it's sinking. The crowd's loving it, and then you have Jerry O'Connell, his fellow Splash brother, just killing it.
Yes, the Klay Thompson of the duo, I would say. And it's an all-star cast. We have Christopher Walken, who must have been hard for cash at the time where he needed to do this movie, because I don't know what was going on there.
He knows a good script when he reads
right,
it.
yeah, exactly.
He's like, I fell in love with the project. I don't know.
I thought there would be more talking kangaroo.
Foo Fighters!
Tucker, by the way, does a great Christopher Walken impression, unlike the one I just did. And then Michael Shannon as well. Great actor. Oscar award winning. Nominated? I don't know.
You guys probably know him from Bullet Train?
Bug? I can't think of anything else right now.
Those are the only two.
Right.
Kangaroo Jack, maybe?
Kangaroo Jack. And so these two guys who are up to no good, they get a bag of money from this mob boss whose name is... Falcone? What was it?
Gabon.
Yeah, something.
Survivor Gabon.
Survivor Gabon. They have to do it. His name will be like right here.
Yeah.
We'll have the corrected version right there. And so he gives them some money that they got to take to some guy in Australia. $50,000 to be exact, which in 2003 is basically winning Big Brother.
Yeah,
honestly.
they have a yacht. At the end of the movie, they're like, we kept the money. And I'm like... Congrats, you bought 2 Honda Civics.
They invested in early Bitcoin. This was like way in the future.
Yeah,
they didn't tell us what time it was.
They're like, Mountain Dew, but it's red. Red 40. Invest.
Invest now. Yeah. And so they have to go to Australia to deliver this money, and hijinks ensues. They go over there, and they decide to play Weekend at Bernie's with what they think is a dead kangaroo.
It's straight up disrespectful. It's crazy. They're like flopping the dead body around. They're like, this isn't traumatizing for kids. It's insane.
Right, yeah. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. The kangaroo's dead, and for some reason they're posing with it, taking pictures. These guys are pretty morally corrupt for our main characters.
Not good
falling
people.
through the bad people. Jerry O'Connell's character gropes a woman upon first
It's crazy. And he's like, they're real. I was like, whoa.
Jerry, no.
Jerry, stop.
Yeah. And so the kangaroo they think is dead is actually not dead, and he runs away with the money, to which Anthony Anderson's reaction to the kangaroo taking the money is absolutely hilarious.
The kangaroo got the money.
So at one point, Jerry O'Connell has a mirage sequence. That's when he very inappropriately gropes this young woman, and it's the first time we actually see the talking kangaroo. Which, as a child, when I saw the trailers for Kangaroo Jack, I was like, oh, this is a movie about a talking kangaroo. Little did I know, it's like a crime movie that also is mixed in with it. And you were telling me that like it started off as one thing and then kind of devolved into something else.
Nice. That's a Kangaroo Jack reference for you guys at home. So it was supposed to be a heist movie. It does not screen well. Like, they test it with everyone hates it, but what stands out is Kangaroo Jack. The kids love kangaroos.
Yes.
And so, like, we need to re-edit this ASAP Rocky, otherwise we are going to lose all of our money.
Yeah.
And then they proceed to put out a legendary performance. Best movie of all time.
No,
Top 3.
Yeah, okay, so my original opinion on this movie going into it was this is going to be the worst goddamn piece of shit I've ever seen. And then, I watched it, and I gotta say, right now it has a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
9% is crazy!
9% Rotten Tomatoes.
The fuck?
So I did not have high expectations going into this, Quinn. I will be honest with you. But I liked it. I thought that, and you know me, I'm a film snob. Yeah. You know what I mean? If I don't like something, I'll let you know.
You said it was better than Goodfellas.
Better than The Godfather? Better than all of them combined, honestly. But, like, truly, like, I thought, like, because for me, my worst sin of a movie is if it's boring. If a movie's boring, then fuck it. Like, I hate it. Kangaroo Jack was never boring. I was engaged the entire time. I actually thought that Anthony Anderson and Jerry O'Connell played well off of each other.
They're good. They should work together again.
Yes, they honestly, yes.
Get Jerry on Blackish. Stat.
Yeah. And like Jerry and his dynamic of the straight man and the classic crazy guy, like it was just so, they were so good together. Anthony Anderson, honestly underrated. Like for how charismatic he is on screen and everything like that. Like he takes off his clothes with the red ants and everything like that. In the hands of a worse comedic actor, could be very corny, not funny at all. But he really just does a good job and everything like that. There was some times in the movie where, hey, maybe when they're farting on the camels, maybe not the best content in the world.
Here's the thing, they cut 10 seconds off of every single farting scene, then it's right in that sweet spot. It's the fact that they couldn't help themselves.
Right.
They're like we need more shit everywhere. We need a Hershey Squirt special stat.
Yes.
Give him the mud butt.
Yeah, this was like the prime of Adam Sandler, so fart humor, everything like that was really tip top. But overall, I really did think that this was a fun movie for the most part. Is there a little suspension of disbelief? Are there parts where it's kind of stupid? Of course. But I do think this was a good, fun, buddy movie that is, like, honestly, endlessly watchable. Like, I would watch it again. Like, with people.
Will.
Oh, no.
Cedric's getting here in 20 minutes. We're firing this bird back up. Woo!
Cedric's like, damn, that's sick.
He's like, yo, Code Red wasn't just always around. Like, they're there, buddy. He's so young.
Oh, he's so adorable. But I think that overall, Kangaroo Jack is a lot better than people give it credit for. I was very down on it beforehand. I was down on Quinn because of it. It did the opposite of what he wanted in the house. It made me think less of him. But now I think less of myself because I shouldn't have judged the movie without giving it a proper watch. And now that I have seen it, I would give it 6 spizzes out of 10. I 6, 7 spizzes out of 10.
I'm giving it 11 Bolo Mans out of 12 Bolo Mans. This movie is a banger, alright? Tune in! Get in there! Buy your Fosters! Get out there!
Yes.
Fire up the Bowie Jane TikTok live where she's DJing asking for money. Drink your Fosters and watch the movie. It's so good.
I don't know what you're referencing right now, but that sounds awesome, and I'm definitely going to play it after this done if you can send it to me. But no, I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was very good. So 6 spizzes out of 10. And then the sequence at the end where he's like the hip, the hop, the hibbity. You know, I think that was what turned critics off. I think that they were too pretentious. They're too up their own asses. They don't want to have fun. And I had a lot of fun watching this, and I had a lot of fun watching it with you, buddy. So I'm glad we watched it together. I'm glad we just happened to have 2 shirts that look very similar. I don't really... Were we going for an Australian look with this?
I just knew that you owned a shirt super similar to this, and I haven't worn this since 2017, so I was like, let's cash in.
Hell yeah, very cool. I remember you telling me that in the house, that you had a shirt similar to that. Yeah, I remember you saying this now.
I've been fiending.
Yes, this moment was long overdue. So Quinn, thank you for being in my first video for my YouTube channel. And yeah, that was it for the review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. You can follow Quinn at...
I Believe That We Will Quinn, or on Twitch every now and Quinn. Open mouth kiss that like button.
Wow. Maybe some tongue. Who knows?
Something to think about.
You guys can follow me on here. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm Broseph Rodriguez. Eventually, I'll be selling my soul on there, like to something else. I'm on TikTok, but I've made like only a couple posts, so I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good one.
No doubt.